Hey, before we get this video going, this is part of a sort of tag challenge, and I was tagged by my good friend Stephen Brian Farrant of Delicate Sounds of Camping, my very good friend Gary Coverdale of 360 Outdoors Adventures, and also the main man Survival Dad. So check out those channels, yeah, Delicate Sounds of Camping, 360 Outdoor Adventures and Survival Dad. Free cracking channels for you to check out there. So I'm going to pick my pack up, we're going to carry on walking, I'm going to get set up for a brew with the Lavu, and let's find out what this is about. Catch you in a bit. Hey, how we doing? It's JJ. This video is something that's doing the rounds at the moment on YouTube and in groups, and it's something I'm happy to help out with in a group, but also for others out there. So you may see this in the group, but you may also see it on YouTube. And this video is 5 wild camping tips for beginners. Okay, 5 wild camping tips for beginners. Yeah, my first one is failure. Okay, failure is inevitable when you're starting out, when you're just getting out there and you're trying your wild camping, whether that's out on a mountainside, hillside, coast, or in a wood, bushcraft related. Failure is inevitable because you're just getting into this and you don't know everything about what you need to be doing, and that is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with failure. Nothing wrong with failure. The only problem is that if you let it defeat you, you're no longer going to continue to enjoy going out. So failure will happen, and it happens to the best of us. But the beauty about failure is if you have the capacity to learn from that, improve on what you're doing. Yeah, failure won't happen. You'll be out wild camping and the weather will change and it will be 50-mile-an-hour winds and the rain is coming down and you haven't pitched your tent properly and it's blowing a hoolie and a gale, and it becomes so miserable where you just think this is not worth it. That happens to the best of us. It's all about being outdoors. Accept failure. It will happen. Don't let it beat you. You need to have a strong mindset for that, and that's something that comes with time. Okay, accept failure, you learn from it, and then you move on. Okay, so failure, number 1. Number 2, okay, get outside and learn about nature. Yeah, learn about nature, learn about the wildlife that's going to be around you when you're out camping. Yeah, there are some haunting, eerie sounds when you go out wild camping for the first time, and that can set your brain thinking, what on earth is that? Let me tell you, the only thing that's going to harm you outdoors, okay, is yourself, or obviously another person, but we're not going into that. Nature, wildlife, learn about the different sounds and the calls they make. Let me tell you, at 3 o'clock in the morning in the middle of winter, when a male muntjac starts calling out, that is a horrible sound. Same with a fox screeching away, or a badger snuffling along the ground going past your tent. If you don't know what these sounds are, they're going to give you the heebie-jeebies. Learn about nature, understand animal calls that they make at different times of year, and there's some amazing resources for doing that online and in books and, you know, stuff like that. But also learn about the trees that are around you, you know, learn about the different seasons, what's going to grow up around you at different times of year, because it makes such a big difference to when you're going out. It really does. So learn about nature, because that's why you go out, that's what you want to be surrounded in. So if you learn a little bit about it, you're going to enjoy it even more. Okay, number 3, do not be afraid to ask questions. Yeah, as a beginner it can be somewhat daunting in groups and in forums and that, asking questions. And in some of the bigger groups, let me tell you, if you've got 40, 50 odd thousand members, yeah, 99% of those are really genuine members. Okay, do not be afraid to ask questions. you may be a quiet, shy individual and you're not too sure how to put your point across, okay? And you learn very quickly when you're asking, oh, what's this bug, what's this insect, you know? 99% of those people are going to come back and tell you exactly what it is. There's always going to be them 1% of idiots that tell you it's a black widow. Yeah, you don't get black widows in the UK, yeah, or a Sasquatch or things like that. So don't be afraid to ask questions. That's how you learn, okay? That's how you learn, and that goes back to number one, failure. You learn, you ask questions, yeah? So don't be afraid to ask questions, yeah? That's how you progress, that's how you learn, and that's how you push yourself on, yeah? Number 4, practice your craft. What do I mean by practice your craft? Well, each time you go out, you're going to find out there may be a piece of kit that you have used or you do not use, and you're carrying excess weight. Yeah, you soon learn what you're going to be using all the time. If you're a bushcrafter and you're learning different skills, you keep practicing them till they come second nature. Yeah, so learn different ways of lighting a fire, whether it be by bow drill, by hand drill, plough method, whether it's ferro rod, whether it's flint and steel. You keep practicing and you find out what works for you. Okay, practice your craft. Practice putting your tent up, yeah, in different situations and different scenarios, and that doesn't matter if it's in the back garden. Yeah, learn how to put it up in the dark, because you may have got delayed on your travels going out when you're able to go out, and you may be pitching up in the dark. So learn how to do it in the dark. Learn how to do it when it's really, really windy, because let me tell you, yeah, putting up a tent in extremely windy conditions, okay, that's a skill set in itself. So you practice those things. Practice your knots and your rope work, and that's whether it's for lashing up tarps and that, or whether you're a climber or someone who's getting into the basic rope worker sides. Practice your craft, okay? You soon become very adept. The more you practice something, it becomes second nature, yeah? The 5th one, buy the kit that you can afford, yeah? I've got some very, very expensive kit that I absolutely love, and it gets used, so I justify the amount that I spend on it. But also some of my favourite bits of kit are the ones that have cost absolutely nothing, okay? My favourite bushcraft hoodie that I wear, which is under here, £10 from Primark, and I've had it 4 years and I wouldn't be without it, okay? The little cap that I wear underneath this beanie during winter, yeah, £8–9 from Decathlon. Buy the kit that you can afford, and when you're setting out, it can be quite daunting at the cost of stuff, but you need to go out and find out whether it's going to work for you, and that goes back to asking questions, yeah? Buy the kit that you can reasonably afford to get into it, and after time you find out if it works for you or it doesn't. But listen, wherever you are, there are going to be gear snobs, and there will be people that put you down on the kit you use. Ignore them people, okay? They're not worth the effort. Ask about kit. People will always give you honest reviews on them, yeah, unless they're trying to plug something, okay, a sponsorship or something like that. So use the kit that's going to work for you, that you can justify the cost of, and you get the use out of it. And then down the line, that's when you sort of realise maybe I need to step it up a level, or I'm really comfortable with this, and that is completely fine. So there are my 5 wild camping tips for beginners, yeah? Hope you enjoy. Hope this has helped out. We'll catch up soon. See you later. Bye. I forgot to tag my people. So sorry about that. I'm going to tag in this J&S Outdoors. Great guy. He doesn't live too far away from me, and when this lockdown's over, we're going to meet up. J&S Outdoors. Who else? Colin Russell, Scottish wild camper. Got to check his channel out up in Scotland. He's got loads of snow in that at the moment. Again, awesome guy. Colin Russell, Scottish wild camper. My good friend John Milford, JSM Calder Bushcraft and Camping. He's got a great channel with a little bit of a private permission he's got going on. He's the village. Go and check the village build out. JSM Calder bushcraft and camping. Who else are we going to have? Scoutman Steve, my man, Scoutman Steve. You'll come up with some really good tips, yeah? And let's have my good friend, I help admin these group on Facebook as well, good friend, we met up a few times. Let's have Paul's bushcraft, camping and hiking, yeah? Paul's bushcraft, camping and hiking, yeah? I want to see what you guys come up with. 5 tips for wild camping for beginners, yeah? Cheers guys, thank you. Going now, done my bits, see you later, bye.